The next part to this problem gives us 4.7 grams of iron 3 oxide. So we always start with what we are given, which is the 4.7 grams of our iron 3 oxide. So we have 4.7 grams times. Now we need to convert this into moles so that we can use our mole to mole ratio in our chemical equation. So in order to do this, we need to figure out the formula mass. So the mass of iron is 55.85 and the mass of oxygen is 16. So we need to do 2 times 55.85 plus 3 times 16, and we should get 127.7 grams. So 1 mole of our iron 3 oxide is equal to 127.7 grams. Okay, our grams cancels out. Now we have moles of our iron 3 oxide. Now we use our chemical equation, and you will see that there's 1 mole of our iron 3 oxide for every 1 mole of our aluminum oxide. So we have 1 mole of our aluminum oxide to 1 mole of our iron 3 oxide. Okay, our moles cancel out. Now we have moles of aluminum oxide. So now we need to convert this into grams. To do this, we need to do the formula mass. So we have 2 times 26.98 plus 3 times 16, and we get 101.96 grams. So we have 101.96 grams of our aluminum oxide per 1 mole. Okay, our moles cancels out, and we are left with our grams of aluminum oxide. So we plug this into our calculator. 4.7 times 101.96 divided by 127.7 is equal to 3.8 grams of our aluminum oxide. And we know that it is 2 sig fig, since our number that is given to us in the beginning is 2 sig figs. Now we're going to figure out how many grams of our iron is produced. So we always start with what we are given, which is the 4.7 grams. So 4.7 grams of our iron 3 oxide times, same thing, we need to convert this into moles. So 1 mole of our iron 3 oxide is equal to 127.7 grams. Now we need to use our molar ratios in our chemical equation. So for every 1 mole, there's 1 mole of our iron 3 oxide. There is 2 moles of iron. So we have 2 moles of iron over 1 mole of our iron 3 oxide. Okay. Now we just change the moles of iron into grams. There's 55.85 grams of iron per mole. So we do 55.85 grams of iron in 1 mole of iron. Okay, our moles cancels out and we're left with grams of iron. So we plug this into our calculator. 4.7 times 2 times 55.85 divided by 127.7, and we get 4.1 grams of iron. Now we know this is 2 sig fig, since our initial number isn't 2 sig fig.